First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And a Buccaneer first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
They run with Howard. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Howard has the first down and then some. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check. 20. Ready to go.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. He finds Corey Davis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Corey Davis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Buccaneers 7, Saints nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
This is it. 19. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, 31. Hey, no time.
Here's a give to Barkley. Gets past one man. And some room to roam now. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 49 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Watson now to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Buccaneers' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Another try for Barkley. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
Now third and goal.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Here's Ryan. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Matt Ryan, his second touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Saints 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one.
That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check, 55 to Mike. No chance. Go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Watson looks to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Antonio Callaway, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go, G. Watch to the point down. He's coming.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And Callaway taking it in left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. 2nd and 6 just inside the 30. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 35, Saints 10. Matt Gay sets the kickoff.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
On 1st and 10, Watson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, here we go. Check 9, check 9. 21.
Here's Ryan to throw. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A give to Howard. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Ryan. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 58 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Right there. 24. 54 miles.
On first down, Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, it's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And it's caught. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. The extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On second down, it's Howard, and he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. To throw is Ryan. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. The 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Watson. Going to throw again. And an alley to run. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. Out of the gun, Watson.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop down.
It's caught inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Watson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm coming after you.
Chance. Hey, free play.
54's Mike.
Throwing again. Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, Ryan. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
All right, D, let's check. All right, D.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Danny.
To throw again. Ryan. Now he's flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Gay's kick is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Watson on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one, and that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground with a tight end. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
He's set. 19. 54 Mike.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Rumbling past the 30. And down right around the 37. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 43 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Again, it's Howard. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Ryan. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Ryan now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready, back 25. Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby, that's a baby shot.
On first down, they run with Howard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Kill. 22. Hey, turn it up.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Good job.
The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Ryan. And he's going to go down again.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is it. 19. Check. Watch 54.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Reset. 19. They're going to need some therapy after this. Down the go.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Throw left side, complete to Ross. The 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Extra point safely through. And the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
That's 25. You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball. Check 37. 39. Check. Get up.
Throwing now. Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
59, ready. Mike 25. 54. Mike 54. Double dog. That's the way. Hey, Tuesday.
Throwing again. Ryan got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On second down and 4, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
54 Mike. Check.
On first down, Howard. A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Coming to you. Watch the eye.
On second down, it's Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go play action now. Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now here's Ross. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Saints.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say would put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coach, if they got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8. But this one, he really had some guts.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike. Ready. I'm on. Got double time.
Hey. You got three. 3 down.
Caught left side, Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready, good ready. Mike 25. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. All right, 25 tonight. Mike part two. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
Running from the gun with Howard. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross, 76 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. The point after is good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it. 125. 52 right here. 52. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard trying to run inside, but nothing there. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They go with Howard again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
That he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. Watson on first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
To throw again on second down. Watson. This is caught. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.